trying out the new Guilds of Ravnica set. The sealed pre-release queues on Magic Online, which is pretty exciting. See what we open. See what we open here. It's my first time playing Limited with the set, so it's going to take me a moment. We've got a Vraska, though. We opened a Vraska. That's amazing. Sort by rarity, see what our rares are. So we've got a Vraska, which is awesome. She seems really strong. We've got a Thief of Sanity, which is basically like Night Veil Spectre, right? Just a really good card. Omnispell Adept. So this is a 3/4 for 4 and a blue. You cast an instant or sorcery from your hand without paying its mana cost. That seems pretty bad in Limited. Seems like it's like often just a 3/4 for 5. I'm not sure this is very good. Light of the Legion. Flying Mentor. When Light of the Legion dies, put a +1/+1 counter on each white creature you control. Interesting. So like a 5/5 flyer for 6 is already great. And the Mentor, like the abilities are just strict upside, right? So this is not like a super bomb, I assume, but it seems pretty great. It's also like a really big creature to have Mentor. Legion Warboss we all know about. Seems really strong. Seems not as great in Limited as Constructed. Just because your opponent's just going to have a bunch of random blockers. And this is a 2/2 Vigilance. You can sack it to destroy a legend. It seems like fine. You like always play it, but you're not like excited about it, right? Like most of the time it's just a 2/2 Vigilance for 2, which is not great, but it's playable. And then like occasionally it'll do good work. So by colour, so what multicolored stuff do we have? Because like a lot of the power is going to rest in multicolored cards, right? So we should look at those first. We should also look at our fixing as well whilst we're at it. So we've got the gold uncommon for Demir. This card seems really nice. Thief of Sanity we know about. Notion Rain is just really strong in Limited, right? Read the Bones was always good in Limited, and this Limited format's meant to be a bit slow. And this card I've seen before, it seems great. So whenever you Surveil, it gets Death Touch and becomes Shadow Mage Infiltrator. Draws a card on contact. So this seems really reasonable. And 2/3 for free is just like a fine baseline. What are the gold cards? Hypothesizal. Okay. Sure. Oh, I'm just gonna tweet that I'm live, by the way, before we continue this any further. Guilds of Ravnica sealed for the first time. Alright, so Hypothesizal is a divination. You may discard an online card to deal forward something. This seems pretty good. It's an instant as well, which is nice. Like, this doesn't seem amazing, because you do have to discard a non-land, but in the late game you get to just, like, turn your 2-drop into a Flame Slash. Sonic Assault. This seems really bad to me. Tap a creature, deal 2 damage to its controller. I'm not really into that. League Guild Mage. This is amazing. It's like the old Dimir Guild Mage from the original Ravnica. Being up to tap 4 to draw a card, but you can even do this at instant speed. Hey there, lassie. Good to see you. This seems great. Electromancer seems solid. So these are just really reasonable. How happy are you with this one? It's like 1 black for a 2/2 Death Touch. I guess that's not amazing, just because it's a bit hard to cast. So you kind of want to be in Golgari, if you can. Obviously Vraska's amazing. This seems medium. It's a nice thing to mentor onto, but it, like, 1 toughness, 8 hits it badly. This seems awesome. Justice Strike. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. That's really, really good. But this is a big power mentor creature, but it always dies on its first attack, right? It's always just going to trade off in its first attack. Dimir was dumb in the pre-release league. Yeah, I've heard Dimir is the best color combo, if you can make it work. And this seems really, really bad. Like, 5 mana 3/3 double strike isn't even that great a rate, but you need to have gates to make it work. Not really in love with that. Convoke 4/4 vigilance. That's like fine, but not exciting. This is like solid as well. So we're seeing a lot of the power focused in blue-black in our gold cards. We even have this Discovery Dispersal as well. And the front side of it is like fine. It's a fine way to enable your Surveil cards, but the back side seems awesome. Late game is just like a Terminate, kind of. Hey there, Lily. Good to see you. Hey, Phil. There are a distinct lack of knights. My knights have abandoned me. Right, so we're really, really interested in like Dimir / Vraska, I think. Gonna look through like the blue and black cards first then. We can put this stuff over here to return to later. So, free-for-all flyer ETB Surveil 2, this seems awesome. Like a free-for-all flyer for 5 is already just a good rate, right? And this is like, late enough in the game, this is not far off drawing a card. These seem great. Sort by CMC. Hey Marcus. Cloud Raider Sphinx on crack, yeah. Cloud Raider Sphinx was always awesome, right? Aw. I hope you sleep well, Lily. I saw about you forgetting to upload the video. Makes sense that you're up so late with it. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. This seems really solid. It's like a late game. So like early game it blocks the aggressive decks well. Late game it's just kills your opponent. Oh, that makes sense. You'd say force Selesnya. I mean, we can try, but I kind of want to play this. Thief of Sanity is like my bae. Steal all the cards. Hyper Gonti. This seems awesome. Jeez, a 1/4. Surveil 2. Just like the perfect defensive body whilst we're attacking with our flyers. This is good. ETB tap target enchanted creature. Sure, just fine removal. Crab is medium. Ooh, we have the devious cover-ups. We have our Wincons. We have 2 copies of our Wincon. We can loop them. Selesnya is pretty great. Selesnya was my favourite guild for a time, soon after I started Magic, but now I'm kind of about that Dimir life. Taking a hit from Thief of Sanity feels so bad. It feels horrific, Marcus. Hope you enjoyed Hollow Knight, Phil. So, like, our late game is just looping these, right? That's just all we want to do. Devious cover-up, returning my other devious cover-up to my deck. Deadweight is fine removal. Burglar Rat's not, like, exciting if the games go long and your opponent doesn't have cards in hand, but it's probably fine. I'm not into Child of Night just because there's going to be lots of, like... It feels like there's lots of, like, 1/3s and 1/4s and tokens from Selesnya. I think this seems pretty bad to me. Mechanically, you switch back between Sultai and Abzan. Mechanically, I think Sultai is my favourite, although I really love Bant as well. I just love, like, the 3-colour blue-green combos speak to me. Although I think my personality is Teamer. Flying 4/1, discard a creature card. So the recurrence is really slow, but it lets you turn these into... I'll turn something like this into more of a real card in the late game. So, like... This seems fine. I'm not in love with it. Dowser of Lights, 4/5/5. This is 2/3 for 4, ETB. Target creature gets Menace and plus X plus O. I don't think this seems very good. A 2/3 for 4 is just such a bad rate. If you aren't aggressive, and it feels like most of the black decks aren't, I don't think you get enough out of this ETB trigger. Price of Fame is awesome, it's just a solid removal spell. Veiled Shade. This is fine. I don't know, I'm not really in love with this if you have better creatures. So this is a solid core, 17 cards. What's our fixing like for splashing Vraska as a starting point? If we were to play Dimir, we get a Golgari Locket to help. Helps with our curve a bit as well. Yeah, exactly, Lily. That's what I've heard. I've heard Golgari's really awkward because most of the enablers there just aren't enough to make the undergrowth cards actually consistent. Our mana is so awkward for this Vraska. We have to like play Gateway Plaza almost, because all our fixing is in Selesnya and is it Boros, just like all the colors we aren't. Yeah. And like all the Dimir Surveil cards are gonna go and like be taken by like other people, right? If you're drafting. So like the Golgari drafters don't even get a chance at them there, which is really awkward. I'm gonna take a look at the white and green and red cards a moment. Not just like dismiss them out of hand, but this deck seems really solid to me. So this seems fine. This is like 6 mana, 4/5 flyer, right? Most of the time, except you have to like tap a couple creatures for that. I'm not in love with this. It kind of reminds me of Venerable Lamassu, which was always like borderline. Loxton Restorer seems perfectly reasonable. Light of the Legion we've already decided is good. Free tap 2 creatures. I think this is pretty bad. The body's just like so understated. It's good because it has a Selesnya watermark and cute girls. That's... To be fair, I can get on board with that. Inspiring Unicorn. This feels like a Boros card. It does not feel like a sealed card either. Convoke 2/4. This is like fine but unexciting. This seems solid and sealed. Yeah, our white's just like feels kind of thin to me. Feels kind of underpowered. So I'm not really in love with it. Cool. See you later. Let's have a look at this green. Affectionate Indrik is absurd. This card is both adorable and unreasonable. Like 4/4 that just like kills their 3/3 when it enters the battlefield is such a good rate. Kill their flyer. It's just like the best. This seems whatever. It's like gonna gain you like 2 or 3 life, right? It's not very exciting. This seems whatever. This seems kind of bad. You need like 4 creatures to be happy. It's like so late in the game by that point. Our green is just... Okay, this is great. These are like solid, at least one of them. Our green is really weak though. with like this stuff that interests me. That should have been the art for Fatal Push. Such a Fatal Push. Like, so vicious. So our green's pretty bad. Just take a quick look at our red. I guess we could splash the Indrik if we're splashing Vraska. We could also splash the Indrik. The Beetle isn't awful. Which one's the Beetle? Oh yeah, this is nice. It's like your 2-drop, but it scales into the late game a bit better. For sure, this seems reasonable. Book Devourer. That's fine. You get to like hold lands and rummage them away. It's kind of a bear. I don't know. You have an interesting definition of bear, Phil. Yeah, because Vraska can sack away like random tokens in the late game to get value for sure. This does not seem like a sealed card. This card's really good in aggressive decks. Obviously we have the War Boss too. Yeah, I don't think our red is there either. So I think we're like all our good cards are basically just in blue-black. I think like we have these as well, but I don't think these are worth like going all the way into like medium red-white for. Yeah, exactly, Lily. Like Izoni is absurd, but seems awkward with awkward to rely on picking up your rare. So I guess the other question is, do we want to splash for Hypothesis or the League Guild Mage? So both of these are pretty good too, and we have lots of red. Oh, we have 2 pieces of red fixing. That probably isn't enough. We can maybe splash Hypothesis if we wanted. But I don't think we can splash the Guild Mage. And honestly, even splashing Hypothesis, I guess this is for free sources, right? Because we have the Gateway Plaza. You miss Panharmonicon a lot already. I'm sad I never got to play Panharmonicon in Standard before Reflector Mage was banned. That deck looked wild. The fact that deck, like, top 8 of the GP is so amazing. Double Dimir kit. That's the true Phil. Just 2 Dimir decks sitting side by side. Not considering the Crow Swarm. Which one's the Crow Swarm? I do not know all the names yet, I have to be honest. Oh, this one? Is this better than I'm giving it credit for? I can see it being fine. It like breaks over board stools when you have like your 1/3s and 1/4s on the ground. I was kind of worried at the time about having like too many 5-drops, but I guess it's fine. So the big question before I build the mana base and stuff is, are we splashing for Hypothesis? I don't think we are. It's like pretty good, but I think our mana is already going to be like a bit stretched. So this is 21, so I need at least 1 more spell. Hey Caius, good to see you. Good morning. I almost wouldn't mind a Wishcoin Crab or a Wall of Mist. I've got like so many flyers. Hypothesis is quite fun to say. I took a few attempts to say it correctly first time round. I was like, Hypo the Sizzle? What's going on? Oh my gosh. Right. So, mana base. Well, at least 9 blue, 9 black. So this is 1, 2. This is 9 of each. And we need like a green, because we've got this locket. So it's 15, 16, 17, 18. So this has us at 18 lands, which I'm not sure I want. I think I want to cut a land. Our curve isn't like that high. Also, 2 Devious cover-up might be overkill, but I want to live that dream, so... And y'all can't take that away from me. It took me about 3 attempts to get there, Lily. It's quite tricky to say. It's really awkward. We don't actually have that much removal on this deck. Maybe I need to play a Pitiless Gorgon in this deck. Just like make my mana even worse. We can cast it with the Forest, which is kind of nice, I guess. Could see just playing a Pitiless Gorgon or 2. We could even just play both. I also think we might not be able to play the Indrik with only 1 green source. Let's see, we have 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources. 8, 9, 10 blue sources. I could cut a Swamp for another Gorgon. If I wanted to go down to 17 lands. Because our blue is like a bit heavier than our black. Pitiless Gorgon, a useful distinction from the normally extremely merciful Gorgons. Oh. I hope the next set has Merciless Gorgon. Are we splashing for the Indrik is the other question. I think this is going to be a bit rough to splash. We only have 3 green sources. This card's obviously very powerful. Like, I could cut an island for another forest, but I think that just makes our mana too bad. We're just like 1 guild gate short of the Indrik, I think. Let's try this. This seems good. 2 Devious cover-up might be overkill, but we'll find out soon enough. You keep it in just because of the raw power level. I think if we play the Indrik, we have to cut an island. We have so much double blue in the deck. You'd cut the second cover up for the Indrik. That's reasonable. The Indrik is very, very strong, and we are lacking removal. I think I'm gonna run it like this for now, though. We might board in the Indrik in like slower matchups. Though I guess we want the cover-ups in slower matchups. Oh, this hand's great. This hand makes me deeply happy because of this card. Entirely because of this card. We're gonna Gonti so many cards away. It's gonna be wonderful. Hey there, Brosator. We didn't choose a guild. We're doing the competitive ones, where you don't get the guild packs. But we did open, like, amazing Dimir cards. You play Indrik in this deck if I'm playing Brassica already? Yeah, we could just, like, add a forest over an island. Probably, the games are probably slow enough that it doesn't make the mana that bad, right? You love yourself a Spy Eye? Which one's Spy Eye? I'm not familiar with all the names. It's a 6-drop you have time, that's true. Spy Eye, whenever... Oh, okay, Thieving Magpie. I've not actually seen Spy... Oh, because... Spy Eye's from Unstable, right? Yeah. Yep. This is basically Spy Eye, yeah. Unstable, breaking through into Constructed already. Into normal Magic. We're gonna get Boros. Can you build decent aggro decks in this sealed format? I did watch someone playing some of the sealed last night, and their opponent went Boros Challenger, or whatever it's called, the 1/1 double strike, into Tajik. I was just like, this is the most nonsense thing. I just want to get rid of the bigger creature, I guess. Swiftblade Vindicator, that's the name. It was like, this is such nonsense. This is going to be more annoying going long, but I kind of just want to preserve my life total here. For the time being, I think. You had Vindicator and Aurelier in your first pool. That's upsetting, Ty. Just like so gross. I just want to try and get this online as soon as possible, right? If they kill it, that's sad, but it's not like they're going to use a removal spell on our Pass Wall Adept. Alright. Hey friend. How you doing? How's it going being a queen? Right, we have a removal spell up too in case they have a pump spell here. Which it looks like they might have. I am gonna save my Thief of Sanity. Because that sounds great. What was your Selesnya cosplay gonna be, Lily? Okay, this can go to the graveyard. And this... I think I want this. Dispersal is nice. Oh, the Dryad from March of the Multitudes? I need to check the art on that card. Cannot remember what the Dryad looks like, if I'm being completely honest. Do they have like a Divine Verdict style effect up here? I don't know the format well enough to know if they do, so I'm just going to attack. Hey, something we can cast. Free Mentor, turn this into a free. Nice. Sounds great. Oh, they might have the deal free to all creatures. Huh. That might be why they didn't cast anything. They're just like waiting for us to build out our board. No, they're just gonna roll over and die. Also fine. They might... I guess they had lots of green cards in hand. Possibly. Or they have nothing. Indeed. Alright, we didn't really see much of that X. I think I'm just going to run it back for now. It's possible Wishcoin Crabs are good against them. It doesn't block the free Mentor that well. Maybe I want a Wishcoin Crab over a Devious Cover-Up against them. Just as like a blocker on the ground. They have the best guild gate, give them credit. I must admit, I kind of love how hard you push on the Selesnya being the best thing. It is great. Alright, currently undefeated in games in this limited format. Ready for the next limited format already. You might have gone a bit too far. Oh my gosh. I need to check this out now. Whilst we wait for our opponent, I'm going to look at the March of the Multitudes art. Because I can't remember what the Dryad looks like. This hand seems like a mulligan. I think it's fair to say. Alright. I mean, sure. Lily is for Selesnya what you are for bears. Okay. Noted, Phil. Noted. Hey, Steven. Good morning. Isn't this just the dream? 1-3 versus 2-1 first strike. Just how we drew it up. Just perfection. They're gonna play the 3/3 mentor. I'm gonna feel really silly for being, like, so smug. What? You have a trick? Seriously? Alright. Sure, whatever. Trade your Sure Strike with my 2-drop. See if I care. They are pumping. Kinda just want to sabotage them. Stop them developing their board. Play out my crab. Like, the Notion Rain's gonna be a bit weaker at the moment since we're looking for both lands and spells. I think the Scries are gonna be better once we're looking for just spells, right? So I can afford to sit on it a couple turns. Are they 5 colour? They're at least 4 colours. At the very least, they have 4 colours in their fresh-faced recruit deck. Those are all excellent bears, Lily. To be fair, the vast majority of bears fit into Selesnya in some way. This may explain why they rolled over. Oh my god. I'm sorry that Phil's being really weird, Lily. He does this. Hey, Amy. Good to see you. Good morning. Opponent's scared of our counterspell. Guess I just cast my 2/5. I'm doing really well, Amy. Slept very well. Happy to be playing some of this new format. Also, this card seems amazing and sealed. It seems excellent, right? The deck looks much more functional this game so far. I kind of want to get down this, and then next turn we can surveil and turn this on. Seems great. Good night, Lily. Sleep well. It was fun having you here. The Wisconsin crab. That's what everyone reads it as. Pretty sure. We'll try and play some Selesnya later for you. We'll see. We'll see if we actually manage to. What is this? That's pretty nice with a Sure Strike. Huh. Okay. Alright, let's fire off this Notion Rain. Surveil with our Dark Blade in play. Seems pretty nice. So we put this into the graveyard. And keep this. Now we get to attack with our 2/3. Hopefully they don't have a pump spell. If they don't, their blocking situations aren't great against this. Never mind. Gross. Trading our 2/3 for their 3/2. Except they get a surveil out the deal. Pump spell would just be a 2-for-1. What do you mean, Steven? If they have a Sure Strike, it works. It depends on the pump spell, but like Sure Strike is the one we've seen from their deck in both games. Although it does seem like they've just turned into an Izzet deck after the previous game. And cut all the white cards. Yeah, it had Death Touch, but the combat trick we've seen from the Mizra Strike. That is true. These 1/3 flyers are annoying. They're pecking away. Kinda have to kill the Leapfrog this turn. I guess we can kill the Leapfrog, cast our 3/4. That seems like a reasonable plan. And the 3/4 is gonna brick the 1/3 flyers for a time. Don't need this forest yet. Is this greedy? This might be greedy. Alright. Well, currently blocking their whole board down. We're like kind of even on cards. They have the Chemist's Insight in the yard, but I feel like our hand is quite strong too. Like cancel and murder. Cancel, draw a card, murder, draw a card. It's kind of unfortunate the 2/2 that we're drawing next turn isn't really going to have a clear attack for a while because of the 1/3s being so good against it. But it does force our opponent to leave the 1/3s on defense, which is nice. Since they really don't want the 2/2 to hit them. Just like starts taking over the game that way. Whoa! That's a nice 2-for-1, kinda. Yeah, they just had to use 2 dead direct currents on it. You take out their 2/2. Whilst I'm at it. Alright, they do get to direct current. It's a bit concerning. They get to direct current the Thief of Sanity, so the 1/3s are going to get to keep hitting us. It's like a bit concerning. I definitely want to fire off this Burglar Axe. They currently have a card in hand. But we want to snipe. Wow, 3rd direct current. Jeez. Huh. This Thief of Sanity is not long for this world. Opponent's deck is shocking. I do get to protect my thief, that's true, but then they just get to direct current it again the turn after. I feel like I want to try and find something different to protect other than the thief. I mean, it kind of makes sense that they're throwing all those things at the 3/4. They have us dead really soon, right? They just have 4 damage stored up in the yard now. Is there a way to X out a graveyard? Like the whole graveyard? That would be pretty nice right about now. This 4/1 flyer is so bad. So bad against these direct currents. Do I just have to price? I think I just have to price of Fame one of these. Otherwise I'm gonna die so quickly. And I need to just find a big flyer. I guess I could wait on this because of the Surveil. Oh my god, Night Veil Predator. The Dream. Alright. Attack my rat. So Night Veil Predator next turn just keeps the 1/3 at bay forever. Because it can't be interacted with. Yeah, I should have waited on my murder. That was really bad. I was just being lazy. Wanted my F6 value. Alright, so we're on a pseudo... I guess pseudo 2 life at the moment. Because this is worth 4, and an attack with both of these is worth 1. So we're essentially on 2 life currently. That's problematic. Because that can potentially trade... Yeah, that just trades with this. Jeez. Right. And once this trades off, we're in a really bad position again. Since we just need a flying blocker against their flyers. Yeah, Drumstart cards have impressed me. They've been much better than they look. Like, in Standard, Chemist's Insight and... Is it Jumpstart? The one in a blue, draw a card. Both those cards have been a lot better than I expected. They both looked like fine when they were spoiled, and they've both been like actually pretty good in practice. Radical Idea, that's the name. Yeah, Radical Idea has been like much nicer than I thought it would be. I've been trying it out in Turbo Fog, and I've been pretty impressed. You liked Radical Idea from the get-go, duly noted. So if I block a 1... If I block the 1-2, I take 4 and go to 3, which is not great. I guess I'm doing that though, because I can't really afford to lose this. No, they get to cast this and kill me then. They get to cast this and that and kill me, so I just have to block this, or else I literally die. Sure. Understood. Alright, we might need to rebuild a bit. That deck is very different to how it was game 1. I feel like Radical Idea is worse than Charter Course a lot of the time. I'd probably agree with that, but I've had decks that are already playing for Charter Course. So like the Radical Ideas in addition have been pretty nice. Our opponent's deck's pretty slow. Kinda want this Indrik. I think we're playing the Indrik. I think the Pitiless Gorgons seem like complete trash against them. Since they aren't making big creatures on the ground. Do we have like any giant spider style creatures? We do not. Do not have a giant spider style creature. I kind of just want like big bodies, you know, to kill my opponent with. Again, if they're playing so many of the deal 2s. So I think the 4/5 is actually kind of reasonable here. On that basis. We need a forest because of the Indrik. So I'm going to replace an island with a forest. We need to cut how many cards currently? How do we not have to cut any cards currently? Oh, because we cut the Gorgons, right? The Crow Swarm is also really bad against the deal 2s. This card is like unplayable against their deck. Could just like play the Devious cover-up. I'm not in love with it against them though. Yeah, the Swarm's also bad against those as well. Severed Strands could be okay. It could be fine. I'm not in love with it. I'm kind of considering just splashing this against their deck. Their deck's pretty slow. Oh, the Wall of Mist is really bad, huh? As well. So let's play this. Play this Hypothesis or add some Izzet Guild Gates, cut some islands. Let's try this. I think I like this board in a random 4/4. Did we have any random 4/4s? I guess we might have had one in green. Yeah, we had the 5 mana 4/4s in green, right? We could have boarded in one of those. I think that's actually correct, Stephen. I think I like your suggestion. Just like the tiniest bit too late to see it. Price of Fame. That's a good card. I guess if I hit my lands off this is gonna be fine. I'm gonna keep it. Got like a bunch of looks at the lands with this Surveil. Awesome. That is excellent. Yeah, I just want both of these. The Gateway Plaza is a bit awkward here, but we'll cope. You got unmoored, egoed, and sealed. Jeez, what did they name? What did they name Lassie that they were so keen to get rid of? Alright. So this hand's panning out. This hand is panning out pretty nicely at the moment. What is this? Target creature can't block this turn? Jeez. Aggressive. Pay 1. So the Plaza being a bit awkward here means we can't Devious cover up this turn. Oh my god, Steven. That is amazing. And also upsetting. Yeah, I guess if it's like in your deck by accident, you should probably like not be too embarrassed to cast it, but I want them to cast a legend this turn for this Price of Fame. That would be amazing. I'm gonna turn this heater down. Room's at a nice temperature now. Yeah, you should be embarrassed, but still just do it, exactly. Opponent is in the tank, as they say. I don't know, I'm pretty off it, Chris. Just going down a card doesn't seem worth it. Like, going down a card is just so bad in Sealed. Every card matters, right? Sealed is often a grind. Hey, friend. I think I can wait on casting her. I think I want to pass with Devious cover up. Held up. That sounds pretty great to me. The other option is I can Price of Fame and get in my free Darkblade Agent attack, but that seems like kind of a waste of a Price of Fame. Yeah, exactly, Lassie. Like, the 18th land is probably better than Unmoored Ego most of the time. This just makes any color, right? Yeah. It's really awkward if they just pass the turn here with their draw 2 up, I guess. That's like pretty rough for us. The deck's pretty good at playing around our counter magic. I really don't want to have to counter this. I do need to use my mana, I think, but this is just a 1/3. Resolves. So many of their cards don't do anything. It's kind of absurd. What am I even meant to do here? Like, I really want to use my mana, but none of these creatures matter. I think I'm just going to untap, hit my land drop for the Watcher. There's also the option of casting this just to hit my land drop. And then, like, I get to shuffle it back in later, so it's not like I'm wasting a removal spell, because I can just redraw it later in the game. Like, if I'm going to cast Vraska at some point, I want the flyer off the board at the very least. I think what I'm going to do... So I kind of want to build towards setting up Vraska eventually. So I could Capture Sphere this. No, I'm just untapping. I don't want to waste removal. I am going to get... I can't attack because I just take so much in the backswing. They just take 2. And I get to draw a card, but I don't think that's worth it. So I'm just going to pass the turn with these up again. Did I get the premium art planeswalkers on Arena? Yeah, they're really pretty. I love the premium art planeswalkers on there. I've been playing the Vraska a bit in the Singleton deck I put together. It's really frustrating how few of their cards actually matter. I need them to cast like a Wee Dragonauts or something that I actually just want to use a spell on. This looked like sealed. I mean, on Arena, there's the weekend Singleton thing that I played some of last night. What is this? Huh. Targeting my face? Scary. Maybe I was meant to kill this just because it stops me blocking. It's actually pretty annoying, right? Maybe I underrated how scary this was. I might have been underrating how scary this was. Maybe I was just meant to kill it last turn. I, like, not played against this card before. It's actually really bothersome because our 2/3 was holding back so much of their board. This deck feels fine, Socraster. I wouldn't go as far as insane, but... certainly feels reasonable. Yeah, I should have just killed this by now. I should have killed it at the end of my opponent's last turn. I've just, like, been seriously underrating how threatening it is. Oh jeez, Charlie. That's kind of great. I mean, you loving a format where you can play Is It? That doesn't sound real. Oh my god. This is rough. This is rough. They just get to flash this back to like hit me for 1,000,000 again next turn. I'm gonna die with a million expensive cards in my hand. Alright, we have the minus on the 2/3. So now the direct current doesn't make their creatures unblockable, at least. They have to send at least 1 damage at Vraska too, which buys us a bit of time. The 2/3 like keeps their ground critters somewhat at bay. I refuse to cast good cards on worse cards, so we're losing. That's basically what's happening. I probably should have just killed the Minotaur a couple times, or like it would have traded with the Disdainful Stroke, but at least it would have got it out of the way, right? Yeah, Socrasta. Getting a good collection on there is very slow. Wood. And we die. Okay. That's kind of gross. Our opponent only cast like 2 good cards and we got destroyed. Alright, alright. Let's try again. I wonder if this card's just not good. Because there's a bunch of like pinging effects in the format too. It like looked embarrassing against the direct currents. I mean, this is sealed, right? I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna keep this hand and draw islands. It's gonna be great. Yeah, see? Believe. Thanks for the cheers, Amy. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support. We do not mulligan here. We know better than to do such things. Oh my gosh. Amy on the bit leaderboard. Thank you so much. I kind of like how Jumpstart means that the burglar, even just hitting a land, is still nice, right? You're still happy even if you just take a land from their hand, because it means they can't Jumpstart as much later. That's like really, really exciting. Interview in Bristol? Jeez, I hope that goes well. Bristol is like really nice. I used to live there. Was a big fan. Wishing you lots of luck at the interview. It's gonna become a 3/1 flyer. Thank you, Amy. It should go well. Like, I feel like this deck is really strong. So I am hopeful. I'm just gonna pass the Capture Spear up for the Leapfrog. This is like threatening enough to use a Capture Spear on, I feel. I don't want to trade my Dark Blade for this, particularly. Yeah, sacking the rat to Vraska. That's gonna be exciting. If we can get to that point, like, we do have to secure the board against this thing. What the hell? 4/2. Haste Mentor. Right. We found a new Capture Spear target, I think. Found a new Capture Spear target. This card is nice. This is so much better than the other normal blue effects of this type you get. Yeah, they only have one card in hand, so this isn't even that likely to get flying that often. Just want to get rid of their 5-drop here. Awesome. Can cast our free flyer. Seems great. Just hold our informant for as long as possible, because the surveil triggers this. Surveil's also like worth more the longer the game goes, since you can just like eventually just get rid of all the lands you see. That's also nice. Bargent. Oh, this one's terrifying. This seems pretty great for a common. I'm not gonna lie, if you can set it up correctly. Vraska. Please no counterspell. Please no counterspell. Game has ended. Opponent has conceded. Sick. Glad we're on the same page. Glad we both understand what's happening here. I just want to take this out against any red deck. This just seems so bad against the red decks. Seems great. Can't dethrone the queen. This queen will not be dethroned. I also like the Wishcoin Crab a lot against the red decks, I think, because of the 4-2. Like, they just have a lot of X2s that this seems great against. Take out a Devious cover-up. Let's try this. I could see also just trying for the Indrik again. Just another forest for the Indrik. Whatever. This is probably fine. Hey there, George. Good morning. Good afternoon, rather. This hand's probably a keep and sealed. It is awkward that we only have the one black source and no green sources in this hand. You can't really mulligan too aggressively in sealed. Or limited, but... Another Sneep. No hesitation. Not for a moment. I would like to trade my 2-drop for your 1-drop. Is this acceptable? The Leapfrog. The Leapfrog's so solid. Alright. Definitely getting rid of one of these. I think I'm just getting rid of both. We don't even have any double black in hand yet. We don't have that much double black in our deck. We've got plenty of other swamps. Flying's pretty great in limited. They do have to spend instants and sorceries, like main phase, to do it though, which is awkward. Instantly draw a double black spell, of course. Alright, just pass with my nonsense up here. Interesting, the 4-2. This one's also pretty good. So I could cover that up. I kind of want to save the cover up for value. There's a bit of me that's tempted to just like Price of Fame this. Try and like dig for some nice stuff to cast. And then we get to shuffle the Price of Fame back in later. We still have a Capture Sphere to answer a creature that like sneaks through. This seems good. Price of Fame is so good, jeez. This feels so pushed in limited. A worse cancel all the time. My thinking was in sealed, games go really long. which means shuffling stuff back into your deck can be nice, especially in these Durdly Dimir decks that struggle to win the game. Am I meant to keep this? I don't have a green source yet. The game's gonna go on a while. I think I'm meant to keep this. 4-mana murder, confirmed busted. I could hold a land for a Ravenous Rats, I suppose. Yeah, like, I've heard that happen a bunch, just, like, especially on the slow Dimir decks. People just mill themselves out. I actually kind of want to counter this, if I'm being honest. This card has been so much scarier than it looks. And we still got a capture sphere for, like, the 4-2, or a bomb or whatever. This card is, like, actually just way better than it looks. So now we get to put this Price of Fame back on our deck too. To redraw. Nice. Jeez. Vraska incoming. The card is busted. Which one's busted? Devious Cover-Up. Calling Devious Cover-Up busted would be a bit enthusiastic. just the tiniest bit. Oh, Undercity Lich. Which one's Undercity Lich? Okay. For each gate you control. Sure. Oh, that one. Yeah, that card seems disgusting. Do I just want to Capture Sphere this so I can start plussing Vraska? Instead of having to immediately minus? I'm kind of down. Green, black. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is great. Teferi got errated to be better, I saw that. Now if all your lands are exile, but you have a Teferi in play and plus, you don't have to untap your opponent's lands. That was an abrupt match. Apparently Vraska was good. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Vraska would be good? I think I'm just taking out this Coral Swarm. This seems really bad to me. I think I'm pretty happy just having a 4-5 in this deck. It feels like so many of the decks are good against this card, and like if we face a deck that this is good against, we can board it in. Is the new wording printed on the like the Masterpiece Teferi? I have to assume it isn't. Which is really awkward. Let's sell this product with this out-of-date wording. Wow, this hand is messed up. Thief of Sanity on the play. How can we lose? Oh, we want a Veiled Shade over a Gorgon? I'm gonna keep asking this because I don't know the names yet. Which one's Veiled Shade? Oh, the 2-2. The 2-2 that gets pumped. Right. I got there. I was like, oh, it has shade in the name. Right. This is nice. 2-drop that scales into the late game. I actually kind of want to go Darkblade Agent into Informant here, I think, rather than play my Thief. Is that crazy? This, like, blocks that 2-1, and then this gets to draw me a card off the Agent, if they don't play, like, a 3-2 to block. And I'm kind of looking to dig for my land drops more than I'm wanting extra spells at the moment. Just, like, getting this going as soon as possible is really exciting, though. Fine. Play my bomb. Yeah, I found that aspect of Arena a bit challenging, Lassie, for sure. Completely agree with that. It's also really weird. Sometimes it telegraphs what your opponent has in hand based on when it gives them priority. So, like, when they had my opponent last night had, like, a single black mana up, and they were given priority. So it's like, clearly they have the instant that gives -X. Because, like, what else could they possibly have? Also max punished. Alright. I mean, we still get to give this Death Touch this turn, but this turn they're probably going to have something big enough to block it. This is unbeatable, right? This has to be unbeatable. There is no world in which this isn't unbeatable. Put it into my graveyard. Put it on top. At least we're drawing cards of our own. If we hit a land next turn, we get to give this Death Touch again with the Watcher in the Mist. It's kind of nice that the 1/4 even blocks like 5-drops so effectively. This seems really solid if you're looking to be defensive. There are a lot of random 1/4s and 2/3s and 1/3s in this format. I don't know how you get away with playing 2/1s. If they don't have, like, extra abilities. Like, the 2/1 first strike just seems horrific, right? The 2/1 first strike for 2, like, how does it ever break through this nonsense? We've even got, like, another 1/3 in hand, too. Yeah, like, what does this card even do? It just can't break through anything if you don't mentor onto it. If you mentor onto it, it gets decent, but... yeah, you have to have mentor. If you don't have a mentor thing for it, though, the body seems just kind of irrelevant to me. It did just draw them a card. You're right that this is amazing if it draws a card. They're casting a Convoke thing. Okay. Sure. So I get to cast my Watcher now. Trigger the Death Toucher. Just like get to keep casting flyers the rest of the game. The Death Toucher would end up trading with these two, I guess, which isn't terribly exciting. Price of Fame. That gets rid of the Reach creature. That seems amazing. So we can put this into our graveyard. And we can put this on top, 100%. I think perhaps you are jaded by being so much a Dimir mage that you built a battle box with both the colours of magic. You raise a valid point, Marcus, but also... What's Beacon Bolt? Am I happy to trade this for these two? It's like not a terribly exciting trade. It's like basically a 1-for-1. This isn't going to get much better as the game goes on, as the board comes up. Sure. A battle box is evil. That battle box is great. It is a truly delightful Magic the Gathering experience. Deal X, where X is the number of sorceries in graveyard, plus exile to a creature. Oh wow, that seems awesome. That actually seems great. I love Dimir Box dearly. It makes me so happy. It creates divided responses, but good old 5/5 trample, draw a card. Seems reasonable. I was kind of hoping to terminate this, but I guess I have to terminate the Siege Worm instead, because it's just going to kill me, which here is not ideal. If we terminate the blocker, we get the Thief of Sanity going. I guess we have a Gorgon for the Siege Worm. That's fair. I need to stop the value train. There are like 3 legitimate targets here. It's not obvious which one to take down. I think it's probably one of these two. I think this game is going to come down to card advantage in the long run. I don't think it's going to come down to a life race. So we either have to kill the Beast Whisperer or we have to get the blocker out the way for the Thief of Sanity. I think I prefer just getting rid of the Beast Whisperer, honestly. I think that's probably safer. Like, we already have so much card draw in our deck anyway, and value. We have so much to do with our mana, we don't need to draw extra cards at the moment. Have I considered Gonti? That is, in fact, not in this format. So there's that issue. How do I feel about a Night Veil Predator? It's like fine. I am probably meant to keep that. We've already got like a million things to do with our mana. Whatever. Like blanks all their flyers for the rest of the game. I'm gonna hold my creatures back. I think I'm just gonna like grind them out here. And I just want to be able to like maybe block this with this, rather than attacking to get in free damage. Next time we can play the Gorgon to try and block the worm. But Steven, Gonti works with Panharmonicon. Thief of Sanity does not work with Panharmonicon. I guess it could hypothetically work with Panharmonicon if you, like, found your opponent's ETB creatures, but wow, they're just not casting anything. Wait, why did I keep this? I don't even have a second black source. Don't question my wisdom. Good moment, good moment. Good talk. Wisdom, question mark. Yep. Yep. This is kind of a combo. Passwall Adept, Thief of Sanity. That's kind of messed up. I guess that is in fact what we're doing with our turn, because then we get to develop our mana. That sounds kind of nice. Just like get down another big creature. I could cast this, so I have multiple ways to take down the worm, make myself safer from it. Like, wait one more turn on this attack. Alright, I buy into that. I buy into that. In paper pre-release, you want to be Dimir, I think. And I don't just say that because I'm horrifically biased and think Dimir is better than anything. In life. In general. I think the Dimir cards are really strong. I think the guild you probably least want to be is Golgari. I think the Undergrowth cards aren't particularly great. Like, they're obviously better in sealed than they're going to be in draft, but there just aren't enough enablers for that sort of thing. The correct answer seems to continue to be anything but Golgari. Exactly. That is what I've heard, Lassie. Yeah. That's true, Stephen. Just play whatever you want. Like, don't try and win a pre-release. Just go there to have fun and enjoy the new cards. That's true. Alright. I wonder what's an opponent's hand. They're kind of not doing anything. I don't think there are any scary... There's like the destroy all creatures toughness 4 or more, but that doesn't even get us at the moment. It's just like a free for free. +2/+2. Well, this is kind of scary. We kind of need the Gorgon to be able to block this down, right? Can't be blocked by more than one creature. So we need to save the... I guess that the Dowser blocks this. Huh. Never mind. I'm just running this double block. If they have a pump spell, it's kind of brutal, but it's not like the end of the world. If they don't have a pump spell, we just trade a 5-drop for their Siege Worm, which seems amazing. If we lose a flyer, I'm like fine with that. We've got a backup one. And it got us some surveil value. Might of the Masses. Gross. That card is really good. On a Trampler too. I'm happy I spent last turn developing my board rather than drawing a card. I'll say that much. Devious Cover-Up, Pitiless Gorgon. Both of... I really want a Pitiless Gorgon against their big creatures. I think I just want both of these. Honestly. Just like keep passing the turn back and forth. We're currently set up to win the long game. If we can just stabilize here against their big creatures. Yeah, I think one of the things I'm going to struggle with in the sealed format is figuring out, like, what a good Boros aggro deck looks like. Like, what is the line you need to pass for your Boros aggro deck to actually be good? Is something that's probably going to be pretty hard for me to assess. That's Ferakami. Whoa, my flyer. So rude. I love the little fly on this. I had not noticed that before. Alright, well, we got a Death Touch for this. We're gonna take a bunch, though. Oh, they can start giving this flying? Shoot. Oh my god, no. No! No! This is so bad. How do we survive? Next time we have to go Locket Gorgon. This is 2 damage marked on it, but this is rough. So what I could do is this. And then I go to 9. But I lose my Pastoral Adept. No, it would have happened, Stephen. We wouldn't have developed our board at all and we'd be even further behind. We're in this game specifically because we didn't start guaranteeing them. I feel like I just have to block like this. Throwing away a 1/3 sucks, but I get to trade my 2/2 Death Touch with this, and then next turn the other Death Touch trades with this. Turn after we get down our Predator for this Skyline Scout. Alright, there we go. If they don't draw anything scary for a turn or two, we could be fine. Because we need like a couple turns reprieve so we can go Predator and then hold up our counterspell. Yep. That's a pretty good one. Just a pretty good one. That deck seems kind of decent. We have like a couple really strong cards. Lots of big creatures. It's actually causing us a fair amount of trouble. We're gonna have to start chumping this pretty soon, which is not ideal. Interesting. Oh my god, we're gonna die with counterspells in hand. This is my worst fear. This is the thing I hate most in life. Actually just gonna die with 2 cancels in our hand. The Pitiless Gorgons are good against them though, so we get to keep those in after sideboarding. Yeah. That deck seems decent. Our draw kind of lined up awkwardly towards the end there. How do we want to change things? What does this block? It blocks the 4/4. I feel like it blocks too well. It doesn't have like enough power to help take down a Siege Worm that well. Probably won the Indrik versus them. Like, the game was kind of slow. We were being pressured a lot, but the game was slow, so I think the Indrik's going to be fine. Add a forest. Are there any cards that look really bad? The Pastoral Adepts honestly weren't great. All their creatures are so big. So I think we can cut one of these. Let's try this. Wall of Mist seems bad. Oh, it does, doesn't it? They just have a bunch of... It doesn't have power to help take down the big creatures. Yeah, I should cut the Wall of Mist for the next game. I agree. I say as I instantly draw a Wall of Mist to my opener. This hand is really solid though. If we draw a black source anyway. Got some Ophidians. Alright, we're going to draw a black source next turn. It's going to be amazing. I would even accept a Dimir Guildgate if I'm being completely honest. Alright, well... This could be a black source. This could indeed be a black source. Nope. We just have to dump one of our best cards in our graveyard here. I mean, that would have been an island if we hadn't brought in the second forest. So it's not like we're missing on a black source because we have the forest on our deck. Maybe this deck just wants 18 lands. That could be reasonable. Yeah, I could see that being the case. This is really frustrating. Having to dump all our good cards to find black mana. At least we have the Devious Cover-Ups later to shuffle them back in. So it's not like we're running out of, like, gas in our deck. And they're using their turn just to give this flying, which is great for us as well. Oh my god. Not like this. Not like this. We've seen 9 cards since our opening hand. Alright, I guess that counts. Please don't disenchant this. Please have a heart. Have a heart, opponent. Don't disenchant my locket. That's a 6/4. We can kill that though with Price of Fame. Which we probably have to do. If we're being completely honest. Oh no, we have a Dowser of Lights that can trade with this. Whatever. Trade my 4/5 for their 6/4. Seems reasonable. Have I opened any of me yet? I have not. We played a lot of those in Standard. On the open beta preview. The last couple days though. Of Arena. But we've not opened any in sealed pools quite yet. I was worth 5 tickets. Wow. We've figured out my value. Burglarat plus Thief. Let's just pass with Cancel Up since things are pretty stable at the moment, but I kind of want to get down Thief. Start drawing cards. That is very strange on MTG Bot's part. I think we're 1-1, and we're down a game in this match, guys. At the moment. This 2-1, doing some serious work. It's come across for 8 damage so far. It's just gonna kill us in 6 turns. This is a Circe league. Yep. It is exceedingly Circe. That makes tokens. That's kind of brutal. I guess this taps it down forever though. All right, let's get in with the thief. Start drawing cards here. Two damage. No. I think I'm countering this. It sucks that it means I don't get to like answer this turn, but I think we're gonna be fine. So we can shuffle back this. I don't think I want the Notion Rain. I think my life total is gonna be a bit too low for that as the game goes on. If I'm being pre-recorded, raise my right hand. Wait, what? I'm gonna raise my left hand instead to prove that I'm not pre-recorded. 2/2. Oh wow. This is a big creature. Alright, well, I kind of want to take something cheap, because we got so many spells in hand already, but I think I'm forced to take the Angel. The camera is mirrored. The camera is in fact mirrored. Because it makes it look like, makes it look like I'm looking at the screen that way, rather than, like, over here. Hopefully they don't have Tristani. Cast Tristani, get my Light of the Legion, kill you with it. That would be kind of absurd. I was tempted to get Might of the Masses for exactly this reason. Alright, Thief of Sanity down. Drew the other copy immediately. I kind of want to kill this Guild Mage before it makes too many more things. I think I'm just planning on Price of Faming this Guild Mage once they tap it. I could just tap it down instead, because I could save this for the Beast Whisperer. That's also reasonable. I don't get my Surveil value, but I guess that's the plan. Just gonna tap this down once they make a knight. It's also like using the Price of Fame's nice, because then we get to shuffle in the Price of Fame. But we'll get plenty of chance to show off devious cover-up looping value. I'm not too worried about that. We've got the hard lock, 2 devious cover-ups. Kind of just great, right? Kind of just great. We've even got rid of their Might of the Masses, so we can't randomly die out of nowhere to this flyer in the late game. Ooh, I can now go Darkblade Agent plus cover up. I think I just want to get my Angel down, though. Angel blocks the 2/1. Then next turn I can pass with cover up, protecting me. My Angel. It is my Angel. I worked hard to steal this Angel, I'll have you know, Stephen. I worked hard to steal that Angel. I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna have to price a flame this Skyline Scout after it's dealt 14 damage to me. I'm like almost dead to it. It's kind of unreal. We do have flyers in our deck, I swear. Is that just the plan? Am I just killing this? I get to hold up Counterspell at the same time, so I guess it's fine. It's not like they're going to resolve anything scary this turn. And then once I counter something, I shuffle back the Price of Fame. My deck is just going to be so full of gas as this game goes long. These 2-1s look so bad. Proceeds to take 14 from a 2-1 before turn. I didn't criticize this 2-1, Marcus, to be fair. I criticized these ones. Big difference. One of them has flying. Kind of. Boop. Maybe there's no indestructible trick I don't know about. Give this unblockable soon. Whatever. Get rid of bad cards. You made the statement when both of those are on the battlefield. That's a reasonable case. You state your case well. We're actually going to get to sack the Locket in our deck with 2 forests. Which is kind of ludicrous. That was my fault for underrating the 2-3 though, Stephen. The 2-3 was actually really threatening. I just didn't recognise that at the time. Whoa! They want to free their Guild Mage. Well, I guess that's worth countering. These, the Thief of Sanity. I don't think I want the Notion Rain. I just want these 3. How great are these devious cover-ups? How is this not the most delightful thing in the world? We're being so devious. It's like, our deck's getting so amazing as the game goes long. See? Just get to draw cancel every turn for the entire game. Kind of want both these. Kinda do, kinda don't. Standard Devious Control Tier 1. We're gonna try. You better believe we're gonna try. Sounds like the dream I want to live in. I'm not really gonna kill them with damage, right? I'm gonna kill them with devious cover-up loops. That's the plan. Who cares about chipping in for 1 point of damage? When we can kill them with devious cover-up. They should probably actually attack for free. But, you know. Other than that. This is just the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just like, cancel every turn. Put my cancel back in my deck. Hey there, Nathan. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Not Notion Rain. Our life total's kind of low. Maybe we want the Notion Rain back. Maybe we do. I might be underrating it here. Right, let's just draw 2 cards, I guess. Draw a cancel. Or, you know, a Vraska. Also good. ETB draw a card. Sick. That value. You know what else provides some sick value? The Golgari Queen herself. Plus... sacrifice this. Burglarat. Cast my Thief of Sanity. So there you go. The animals in this set are adorable. You are correct. They're quite adorable. I'm kind of sad. We found a way to win the game. I was already enjoying this, casting Devious Cover-Up for the 5th time this game. Oh, the art on Vraska is like so gorgeous. It's like maybe my favorite piece of art in the set. I'm really sad how quickly they're gonna die. It's like, honestly kind of heartbreaking to me. Another Righteous Blow. Gross. Hey, Mafioso. Relatable content. My opponent conceded. I was having so much fun. Mafioso, we just cast Devious Cover-Up 4 times in a game. It was great. It was so great. Ah. Someone was saying take out Wall of Mist, which I think I agree with. What do we want it to be? 2/5's nice against some of their stuff. It's not amazing though. Like a 4/4 could be reasonable, but it's kind of hard to cast. I think it's probably one of these two. I need the comeback emote, Lassie. That's one that I think needs to become a thing eventually. The draw per Guildgate thing, jeez. So we wanted to cut the Wall of Mist, right? I am on the draw. They do have like some early beaters. So this honestly isn't terrible. I think I'm going to keep this in. Our deck's kind of slow and clunky. I just want an early creature. The Wall of Mist isn't great, but I think it's honestly like fine. If it just gains us like 6 life. We have such a good late game already. This hand is very acceptable. The shuffle graveyard back in thing, or like the artifact. So many bombs. This deck's pretty decent. You're not wrong. Oh my god, we get to go Agent into Informant if we want to hit our land drops. Or we can just land the Thief. The Thief does get hit by the deal 2 thing, so the Thief's not amazing in this matchup. Conclave, Guild Mage. So that was their draw for turn then. Right, I'm going to get down the Thief first. It's probably not going to do much, but even if it forces them to leave up a white mana to kill it, that's still something. Wow, we're going to get hitten. Oh, they've Prey Upon. They've Prey Upon. Nice. Good play. I do want to hold up Devious Cover-Up at some point, but getting down to 2/3 just blocks their board pretty well here. Siege Worm is good. This is going to start making 2/2s soon. I think we have to get rid of this devious cover-up right now. And this Wall of Mist. We just need to find some removal. Or even like some more black mana so we can cast the Death Touches if we draw them. The 2/2 Death Touches. Nice. Wall of Mist continuing to be dire. I mean, Wall was like fine that previous game. I guess a 4/4, like, so the 4/4 wouldn't even be castable here if that had been the 4/4 instead. Oh yeah, I think the 4/4 that gets counters based on your things in graveyards, like all those sorts of cards are just so awkward because there just aren't that many ways to fill your graveyard in the set. Just making a 2/2. Alright. We need a green source for this, but guess I just cast my blocker and Seiko. Hope that they don't have a Might of the Masses. Probably cannot beat a Might of the Masses here. Yeah, 4/4 is fine, but it's not like what you expect from your gold uncommon, right? Casting creature pre-combat. That could mean Might of the Masses. There's not a lot we can do about that right now. God damn it. I think I'm just gonna ignore the Siege Worm, as much as that sucks, and take down some of the other creatures. We may be dead. We may be dead. I mean, them casting a creature combat means they probably have Might, which we can't really beat, but... Yeah, in the super late game it gets kind of nice. It becomes like a 7/7 if you can keep the game going long, right? Which is pretty great. Oh my god, that's so brutal. That is so brutal. Alright, we can get to cast the Locket. Cast our Vraska. It's a minus on something. Next turn we can Indrik. Vraska's going to soak up like a tiny bit of damage too, hopefully. I think I have to get this off the board. This is going to be a 4/4 though, on offense. Which do we care more about, the Guild Mage or the 2/2? We could also just plus and put her up to 6 loyalty. And then like taking her off the board is tricky for them. And we gain a life, but I worry that they just ignore Vraska and like kill us if we do that. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Guild Mage. Now they have to kill Vraska, but they also kind of have to pressure us. So the moment they like start relieving the pressure, this Indrik comes down, kills something, gets like a nice double block on the Siege Worm with the Informant. So kind of stabilizing potentially, if they don't draw anything too good for a turn or two. Vraska was a nice Abrupt Decay this game. Just like messes up their combat so much. I feel like the Golgari 2/2 is certainly good, but not amazing. If you can like build your deck to take the game long, it gets pretty big. Like this game we have 3 creatures in our yard, right? So it would be like a 5/5 for us on turn 8, which is not amazing, but pretty good. Red clocks all around. Opponent's like more than a minute below us. Rarely seen. Everything at... Wait, oh no, they're sending the worm at us? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So we can keep Vraska around if we block something on this, but then this gets to eat a creature in combat. This is a tough turn. This is a tough turn. Because we can double block this, guaranteed take it down. But then we lose Vraska. Alternatively, we get to do this on this. This on this. The Indric's going to come down and kill whichever one of these is left. My guy has Death Touch. Oh, it does. It does. Jeez. No, you're right. So I do this, I guess. So even if they pump, these trade. I take 5. I'm dead to another Might of the Masses, but I'm not going to try and beat another Might of the Masses, I think. This is the best option. If they don't have another Might of the Masses, I think this puts us in a great position. Sick. 3/6. I guess I should draw a card first, huh? Plus, sack this island, gain a life. Great. Cast my Indric. Kill your 2/4. Now we have a nice double block setup if they don't have a trick again. If we untap with Devious Cover-Up up, we probably win this. Yeah! Cast your 1/4. Oh my god. Alright, never mind. That sucks. That's really good. It's really, really good. Never mind. We're still in trouble, apparently. Apparently. Oh my gosh. Come on. That is a good one. Jeez. That is a good one. So I can cast this and bounce this. Dispersal. And then I get to have... Oh no! I tapped incorrectly, so I don't get Devious Cover-Up. I'm so bad at this game. I was just like tapping quickly because of time. Obviously I could have my cancel up right now and never lose. Alright, apparently I can never lose anyway. Sick. Thanks for the big raid, Duo Fanal. Welcome to everyone joining us. I'm so bad at this game, says everyone who is... Reasonable point, reasonable point. Playing some Guilds of Ravnica sealed at the moment. It's pretty great. To everyone joining us. I'm going to bring in this Affectionate Indric into the main deck, I think. I think splashing for this is not actually as tricky as I thought it would be. What cards have been underperforming? We can cut a 2-drop. Just like cut one of these Adepts or this Wall of Mist from the main. Alright, 2 and 1. I think you'll find, Marcus, I'm so bad at the game immediately before my opponent concedes. My opponent conceded like 2 seconds later after I said that. So. Alright, let's cast some more Vraskas. Vraska is great. My queen. My queen! You've come to my aid. They put us on the play. They're gonna be sad if we draw a forest for turn 4 Vraska on the play. Never green mana. We'll draw green mana. We'll be fine. Vraska has been so much better than I expected. Like, she looked good, but I've been really impressed. That does not block my Thief of Sanity, friend. Does not block my Thief of Sanity at all. Ooh, Fort Erasure. Seems great. That seems great. Even casting it with the correct mana. So now we can take their... Oh, they have 2 removal spells. That's so rude. Don't they have some weird way to select the guild, Mafioso? I thought they did. So this is a free flyer. Enters the battlefield with a +1... Okay, so it's just a free flyer at the moment. I guess I just take the price of fame. Yeah. And they're gonna have to use... They're still gonna get to kill this, but that's fine. Our heart will go on. Put this on top, absolutely. I was briefly confused. I was like, didn't we just take that? Didn't we just take that 1 moment ago? I don't know I thought it let you choose a guild, but I don't honestly know that much about it. Because, like, obviously I'm just choosing to do the competitive leagues anyway. But I was under the impression you got to choose. I might be incorrect though. Oh my god, Phil. The Night Pit. The Night Pit. That's a solid card. Come on, Forest. Alright. I guess this turn, I guess I can let them get 1 Surveil so that I can counter the Gatekeeper. Like, realistically, I'm probably gonna have to kill this at some point because Surveil 1 every turn is actually just amazing. This is a really good uncommon, but I want to hold up my counterspell here. They put the card on top. Alright. Dece. It's possible I just wasn't meant to kill that 2-2. That 2-2 wasn't really doing anything against me. Put in both these cards. They both seem great. Just like put 2 more spells back in my deck. Notion Rain. Forest. 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 God damn it. Only drew 2 removal spells, whatever shall we do? And yeah, is Stormcrowlet. This card is really good, Chris, by the way. I've been playing this in Constructed a bit and I've really liked it. Just like Surveil 1 every turn is so nice. Ugh. Ugh. That's nasty. Jeez. That's so nasty. They got back. At least those are the only 2 cards they have in hand now, but the rat's gonna take a premium spell from us here. Find Finality's really good, for sure. Fine Finality is very impressive. I guess I'm just discarding the Capture Sphere. It puts a lot of pressure on me to find a green source, but the Price of Fame helps with that. Do I want to upkeep the Price of Fame? In case, to try and like just dig for a green mana? Maybe. I think I'm pretty happy spending a removal spell on this, honestly. With like 2 more removal spells in hand. The Surveilling is just like gonna get out of control as the game goes on. And this way I can dig for like my tap land potentially. It's both pretty good. Neither of them are a green source. This means we're not drawing green mana forever. Might actually just put the Sabotage in my graveyard. And just keep the Watcher in the Mist. Just so we can dig 1 card deeper towards a green source here. It's not like we're holding open Sabotage for a while if we're casting Watcher next turn. Oh my god. Don't join the dark side, lassie. You're better than that. Pretty happy to get this out of the way when we have an Indrik in hand. Maybe I was just meant to discard the Indrik because like having too many green cards in hand is a legitimate cost when we're struggling for green mana. And it's not like they had any good targets in play to kill. If we were Price of Faming the Night Veil Sprite anyway. That's fair. Gateway Plaza is so slow. I guess I'm keeping it though. Keep the Swamp in hand for another rat. What guild did I choose? Oh, we're just doing the competitive leagues, so you don't get to choose guilds. But we ended up in Demir, which is where we wanted to be all along, so... Trying to get in some radical ideas over there. No, it's like a draw. It's like a slow draw too. If you think the game's gonna go on a while, I think that's reasonable, Alex. Like, Divination is just good in, like, long, grindy games, right? I think it's reasonable for them to keep it. It is a 7 mana Divination, but this game is gonna go really long. It's not like either of us had much pressure in play. Jeez. Gross. How much mana do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might just have to Indrik the Sphinx, honestly. I think we might just have to Indrik the Sphinx. Just like use this as a removal spell. Clearly this is much worse than the Capture Spear would have been right now, for many reasons, but this is the world we're in. It's still like in a fine position, anyway. Got a very powerful turn coming next turn. If they don't slam anything too large onto the battlefield. Get nuzzled. Lethal nuzzling. They got rid of the rat. Pretty smart. We're holding the Swamp in hand for it, so... Four for flyer, what the hell? I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm just going to start taking up Vraska here. If they start attacking me with the flyer to pressure Vraska, then they don't have blockers back, right? Death Toucher. Amazing. Protects Vraska. Protects our queen. This seems like a pretty amazing position for us. This Death Toucher back to protect our queen. There's a comic where Bolas gets nuzzled to death, seriously? That's kind of amazing. In his youth he was a 4/4, that is true. That is true. I would like to trade my Death Toucher for your dragon. Is this acceptable? Cool. Deal. A-okay. Plus Vraska. Get rid of the swamp. Keep on digging. Now we have an unblockable Thief of Sanity too. This deck is just great. I love this deck so much. The Vraska really brings it together. Brings the room together. Is Parcel Adept plus Vraska Ultimate a combo? Oh my god. That's great. 3 mana kill you. So we're playing the mono grind mirror. Although they have a lot of the, they have 2 gargoyles. Right? They have 2 gargoyles, which are both pretty scary. I think this might be the Crow Swarm matchup. Quite possibly. It trades with the gargoyles, which is really nice for us. Could also bring in a Sprouting Renewal for a gargoyle, but... I've had similar experiences on Arena, Dave. I relate to that. The Gorgons seem pretty bad. The Parcel Adepts also seem pretty bad. Guess we can cut one of those. Is there anything else we want to change? We could bring in a Sprouting Renewal for a Gargoyle on the splash, but our splash is already kind of pushing it as it is. So I think I'm just going to run this back. How we have it now. Alright, what's this thing Lassie posted? Oh my god. That's amazing. That's amazing, Lassie. That makes me so happy. This hand makes me less happy. They keep putting me on the play, which I'm pretty sure is incorrect, but... I feel like there's an argument that we won the previous game because we were on the play, because we got to hit them with our Night Veil Spectre before they could have removal up for it, so we like drew a free card. Alright, get this Plaza down. Burglar Rat. I guess Burglar Rats are better when you're on the draw, huh? Yeesh. Alright, this makes it make more sense. If they have 2 Burglar Rats in their deck, then putting us on the play isn't unreasonable, right? Just makes the discard that much more punishing. It's kind of awkward, like, a bit of me just wants to draw any spells rather than draw lands against them, but I kind of also want to, like, draw spells that do something. So I think I'm just going to only keep the cancel. Hope hopefully the surveils from this cancel and this Doomblade like mean we keep drawing gas here for a little while. Whatever, I'm just gonna cancel this. The body's kind of irrelevant, but we're gonna end up like discarding our land, which sucks. This helps me dig for something to do here. This is kind of nice. Honestly, it makes my surveil cards a lot more threatening. Should maybe consider starting to attack now. I got the 2/3 back to block. I'm like down cards against my opponent. It's not like the damage is actually gonna matter, but I feel like they're better at closing out games than I am anyway. I have no idea what show you're talking about right now, by the way. It's like very lost on me. Sphinxy? Oh, just killing my critter. Sure. See ya, lassie. Have a nice day. See you soon. It's nice having you here. Oh yeah, Mopey 1-4 and 1-3 beatdowns. Hey Illusions, good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon rather. Good insert appropriate time of day for your location. I really wanted them to cast a gargoyle there, so I could just fire off this Price of Fame. How's the sealed going? Sealed's pretty fun so far. I think we're 2-1 currently. Our deck is sweet though. We could probably have won the first match, but I played pretty badly just due to not being very familiar with the set yet when we were playing. Good morning. Okay, cool. We got there. Are they considering killing one of these? Alright. Wishbone was a dog and would get into shenanigans. Such shenanigans. Truly Wishbone was an expert shenanigarian. Whoa, they have 2 spells in hand right now. And their worst one was Disdainful Stroke. That's terrifying. I feel so dead right now. They have a Divination on board as well. This is not great for us. I could maybe have upkeeped this, I guess. I probably have to kill the bats, honestly. It's a fast clock. It's kind of annoying. I need to kill their gargoyles as well. But we are just going to die to that bats. Sure. Got to set up our next draw to find some gas here. Do we want the Deadweight? It is a spell. I'm kind of in the market for like spells right now, but if they play a gargoyle, it just does nothing. I think I just need to draw to something high impact or something that gives me card advantage at this point, with them having so many cards over there. I don't think I can afford to like take a Deadweight for a turn. Any particular guild standout? Demir has seemed really impressive, Temperance. Demir has seemed very, very good. And probably the standout so far. And Golgari seemed pretty bad. Other than that, Haven't had any strong opinions though. Those like the two notables. Get an unblockable 4/5 if they can't kill it. Could end the game quickly. We draw a land, we just like go unblockable, unblockable, kill you in 2 turns. They've already used a deadly visit. That's the price of fame we saw last game. Oh my god, that's amazing, Gatekeeper. That is living the dream. My knights came to your aid. Hope the sealed went well for you. Pitiless Gorgon. That just stops us attacking completely. With our 1X's. The worst draw. It's kind of slow. This is gonna speed up that clock too, which kind of sucks for us. Oh, awesome. Happy to hear you're representing the best guild. Both in this set and, you know, in general, in life, in Magic. Not in life. Demir people in life probably suck, but in Magic they're pretty great. You're torn between Selesnya and Golgari. I've heard Selesnya is pretty decent, actually. I think Marcus was saying Selesnya was good. Selesnya seemed very strong yesterday, yeah. Selesnya seemed decent when we played against it earlier. So we attack them to 5, we tap down the free one, but then we go to 3 on the backswing, which is not great. So I guess we only get to attack with one of our creatures here. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell here. If they do, it's kind of lights out for us. What is this? Oh, this gets in the extra damage because we attacked. Brutal. Brutal. Right, let's capture ourselves a Bartizan. Convoke is OP. Yeah, just like the Selesnya cards just generally seem solid, right? Can't go too wrong with big creatures. The 4/4 that makes 2/2/2s, yeah, that card is nasty. Jeez, another Death Toucher. Currently wishing I'd kept that dead weight we binned earlier in the game. Like, Indrik's kind of just awkward against them, honestly. If it fights one, it just trades with it. So I guess we're killing the rat and then blocking. If they have a removal spell, we were probably never winning anyway. So I'm pretty happy just, like, eat up the rat for essentially free. Well, that's pretty nice, Link. Alright, go to 1. Please have nothing. Just pass the turn. Can Notion Rain target a player? That's just you. They have 2 find finalities. This card is so good though. This card is amazing. Alright. Go down how we came in. Drawing cards. Find finality is gross. I think we're gonna struggle to beat 2 copies of it, if I'm being honest. It's pretty great against our deck. Must be something we can do to prepare ourselves for them more. We could just add in the red cards. The games are slow. Like, the games are very slow against them. They go on forever. Find finality, best card in the set, not close. That is an enthusiastic recommendation. Do we want the red cards? What cards are bad? Like, honestly, most of the cards feel pretty good. The Pitiless Gorgons are, like, worse than their Gorgons. They don't really have ground creatures for us to block other than opposing Gorgons. Which isn't terribly exciting. I guess the Douser's pretty bad against their Gorgons, too. I don't know. Switch to Boros? Nah, I think I want to be Dimir. Both in general and, like, against them. The Boros cards are nice, I just don't think we can build a deck in 2 minutes. We target instant or sorcery. This card just seems amazing. They don't have that much removal. I'm gonna go full greed, you know. You only live once. You only live once. Full greed mode initiated. This seems like a thing we can do. Alright, can we fit in another red source? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't really want to go below 9 blue or 9 black. I kind of want a mountain though. I don't think I can cut a forest. The Indric's like kind of nice against them. I can probably cut a swamp. Let's do this. Full greed mode initiated. Not sure this is correct, but it seems fun at the very least. I'm into it on that basis. I'm gonna put, as much as I hate doing this, I'm actually gonna put myself on the draw. They have 2 burglar rats, which are really, really good against us. I'm gonna keep this. Just draw a black source, and this hand is great. Nice mountain, loser. Boarded out a swamp for this mountain. Alright, so I'm just discarding the mountain, right? Sure. We need to draw non-blue lands anyway. I did know that. I should probably start doing that more often. I could definitely have had a Boros deck pre-built for sure with this pool. Like, the Boros cards in this pool are pretty decent. It's not like too much work just to have 2 decks built up in advance. Alright. Would like a swamp so I don't feel horrifically punished for my greed. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Are they holding up Disdainful Stroke there? They might have been holding up Disdainful Stroke there. It's kind of interesting. I mean, I'm going to cast my 5-drop. I need to try and find a black source with the Surveil ability. They have Disdainful Stroke, it's brutal, but... Yep. Second Burglar Rats. Does the selection of guild affect anything other than signets and sealed? As in like the pre-release packs? I'm not actually sure. I don't know much about those, if I'm being completely honest. We can't cast this forever, but it's really good. It's really good. Against that deck specifically. Let's just get rid of the Cruel Swarm, but it blocks their big flyers really nicely. I guess we can rebuy it later. We boarded into 4-color because our opponent's deck is like glacially slow. So I wanted some more grindy cards against them. But we're kind of getting punished for boarding that way at the moment because we didn't draw a black source as a result. Honestly, we could still be fine here. Like, their deck is very slow. I'm just going to cancel this. Shuffle back in my Watcher since it's a good draw at the moment. Yeah, so it's only the 1 pack that's different. If I understand correctly. Like... Whoa. What? That deck is awesome. Jeez. I don't think we can actually win anymore. I think we have like 0 live draws. Because they're gonna deal 8 to us and put us to 3. That sucked. Especially since if we had a black source that game, I might have had a decent chance casting the Notion Rain to dig for more land drops. Maybe I got greedy by boarding in the red. Maybe like... It's tough. Just with them having 2 copies of Finality in their deck, I felt like I wanted to make my deck as grindy as possible. Which these cards like really help lend towards. They're both very good and like in games 1 or 2 these cards would have been amazing. Just like sit there drawing cards or trade with a premium removal spell and clear the way for a flyer. It's tough. Onwards and upwards. I'm gonna get the 3-2. Alright. I would like to go first. This hand is great. Lead of Swamp. Since we have Guild Gate in the deck, we can play turn 2. Should we, for some reason, want to deadweight a 1-drop. Dowser of Lights is just a 4/5. It's Fawnhide Wolves. Fawnhide Horror. Yeah, it still hasn't been updated. It's kind of sad. Like, I would assume that would be the case, Lazador, but some people have been saying Boros is actually pretty decent. Hunted Witness. I am not dead weighting a Hunted Witness. I'll say that much. Tajik already a Boros deck yesterday? That sounds disgusting. I watched someone streaming who had their opponent go the 1/1 Vigilance Trample Double Strike into Tajik and sealed. And it was just like, this is the most nonsense thing I've ever seen. Oh, this Informant's pretty great. Stops their entire team for a little bit. Huh. Gorgon is good against Selesnya, but I also kind of need to hit lands at some point. I'm tempted just to bin this, but keep the Watcher. I definitely want to keep the Watcher, I know that much. Think I'm gonna bin the Gorgon. Like, if they kill my Informant, I think I'm holding up Sabotage next turn anyway. Black has the best commons. The black commons have seemed really good so far, Prodigy. Definitely agree with you on that. At least initially. Ooh, this card is nice. I am very happy to spend a deadweight on the Skyline Scout. That is absolutely worthy of that piece of removal there. Oh, it's soft in Tajik? Sorry. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Tyich? This doesn't seem very good against my 1/4 either. At least it lets them cast some Convoke things. I'm just gonna let that resolve. Just keep holding up counter magic here. Sit behind my 1/4 that's like just the most amazing 1/4 I've ever seen in my life. Basically moat. I would like to block with my moat. Okay. Glad we're on the same page here. Oh, you want to kill my moat? I think this is worth countering. I think this 1/4 is doing enough work that I want to keep it around, right? Can dig for a land here. And with the Dispersal in hand, I can afford to just tap out for a creature quite happily. Since Dispersal can just bounce anything scary that resolves. Interesting. And I don't hate either of these. Pastoral Adept does like solid work on this board, but I think I'm gonna bin that and keep the Locket. I think the Locket's gonna get to draw us cards eventually. This game's gonna go on a bit. That's a big flyer. So if I bounce it, they get to recast it. So I have to bounce it on their end step so that I can devious cover up it the turn after. Right? So just pass the turn here. Dispersal end of their turn. Untap with cancel up. And cancel gets to shuffle dispersal back into my deck. Hopefully they don't do anything too threatening here, so that would mess up this plan a bit. That is fine. That does not count as too threatening. Right, dispersal. Boop. Bounce this to your hand. Discard a card, because this card is messed up. Oh, you discard a forest, sure. Pass with devious cover up. Witch dispersal. This one. Alright. I would in fact like to counter that. I had a plan when I bounced it. I love this card so much. So we want the dispersal. I think I kind of want the cancel. I don't think I care about the dead weight. God, this card speaks to me. This card speaks to me. I don't think that was intentional, Ty, but I'll take it. Fire off this Notion Rain. Graveyard. Graveyard. Just like churning through those lands. I'm going to hold back this flyer. I think I have the long game at the moment. I just want to be able to block anything. And they have the 2-1 flyer. So, I think preventing 2 is worth more than dealing 3 to us. Now we get to draw 2. We're drawing a lot of lands right here. We are drawing a quantity of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we only have 5 lands left in our deck. Dimir chose us. Dimir always chooses us. It was fate. You can't deny fate. Oh my god, we have 4 lands left in our deck now, I think. I mean, means our draw steps are like stacked for the rest of the game, so that's nice. And they're playing lots of bad cards. This is not a bad card, in fact. This is decidedly not a bad card. I can just play out my lands. I don't have any jumpstart things. I have Vraska who wants to eat lands as well. So. Mentor. It's not terrible. Can't really push through with it at the moment though. Alright, I'm just going to swing with my Thief of Sanity. If they have a trick, it's kind of heartbreaking, but if they don't, this is obviously just amazing for us. And start getting somewhere this game. We do have the Queen. Thanks for the host. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's fine. Lose our Thief of Sanity. I think I'm going to hold this one land just for the sake of like representing stuff. We have counter spells in our deck. We don't want to telegraph it too much when we draw a counter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 4 lands left in our deck, I believe. So we're drawing a spell like over 2/3 of the time here. We also have a bunch of removal in our deck. We haven't drawn the Sphere or the Terminate Scry 2 yet. Both of those are live draws. Also this. This is a very nice draw. I guess we don't care about any of their creatures that much. We could save this. But I also don't want things to like randomly spiral out of control if they draw a couple tricks. So I think I'm just gonna use this now. Take down the bigger flyer. If they have the destroy creatures with toughness 4 or more thing, they might actually stand a chance this game. That would destroy us. We'd lose 4 creatures, and they'd lose nothing. Oh my god. Not like this. Not like this. Wonder at what point I start just like flinging a 4/4 at them. Could probably do that this turn. Attack with my 4/4. I've got like lots of blockers back still. Yeah, we just eat through a bunch of bodies here, so like a Wrath or something like that isn't as threatening. I'm pretty okay with this. Alright, spell. Just give me a cancel, please. One time. Sick. Best possible draw. Kind of. Kind of best possible draw. I'm calling it best possible draw. I don't think I attack. I think I just pass the turn. Well, I guess it's pretty safe to attack with cancel up. That's like kind of reasonable. Yeah, Freed, this is my dream. This is all I want to do in this format is loop devious cover-ups. It makes me so happy. It speaks to me on a deep level. Ooh. So I just want to dispersal them. They probably have a land in hand by this point. I could just Discovery instead. Dig for Vraska. Or, you know, these cards. These cards are also good. Preordain. Preordain OP. OP. This deck is very powerful. For sure. Get a couple bodies off the board. Get down this follow-up. So now we have 2 flyers beating in. Graveyard top. Obviously, if we end up countering something, we're going to shuffle that away, but that is fine. If we counter something, we put like a bunch of amazing cards into our deck. Oh my god, yes. That spell kind of doesn't matter, but yes, I'm countering it. Alright, let's put back this. Notion Rain. You want the Thief of Sanity back? Yeah, that seems decent. The Indrik also seems decent. Let's put these back. Oh my god, I love this card. This makes me so happy. Like, incrementally improving your deck over the course of the game is just everything I want to do. It's this sort of thought process that leads someone to playing Lantern, you know? It is autumn on Ravnica, it really is. It really is. You really want to loop 2 as the only win con. It's sad you can't do that in Constructed, because you lose to decks that are playing Nexus of Fate. I guess you only need one creature in your deck, though. You can play one Memorial to Glory, and then you can beat Nexus of Fate. Oh yeah, because you have to exile your own spells if you're countering your own things, right? Oh my god! Oh my god! Taste it. I think I only want these two. I think everything else is like pretty unimpressive. Taste it. Was that game 1? Was that game 1? I can't. I think that was game 1. That was a game. That was a long game. Jeez. Alright. Just gonna run this back. How do you feel about casting Devious Cover-Up to shuffle in 4 Nights of Autumn? Oh my god. Oh my god, Phil. That sounds like a true delight. Ooh. My queen. You've come to my aid, my queen. Kinda want this. Kinda just want lands. Already got a 2-drop. Hey, Matty. Kinda just want lands to ensure I cast my queen on time. Honestly, Burglar Rat isn't even that good against them. They have so many tokens and things. Alright. I guess the Burglar Rat's really nice with Vraska, though. That's kind of legit. Also, we're dead. Also that. Hey! Rat is good to sack to the queen, agree. I didn't consider that at the time. You're completely correct. I guess the 1/1s don't really attack into this very well. Whoa, my 1/3. I take everything back. Take everything back. Just getting destroyed here. They beat down. Now if they attack with Amara, she trades off. We do need to draw a swamp or island to land Night Veil Predator to protect us though. 2/2 Vigilance. Deal. Prey Upon. I mean that was kind of a 2-for-1. Obviously they got a token out of the deal eventually. But it's like not the worst thing for us. Interesting. I'm like not opposed to just casting a 2/3 next turn. Honestly, I think I want both these cards. It looks kind of weird. I think I want both these cards. 2/3 actually just seems great here. Oh my god. Opponent, stop. Stop! Why you do this? So rude. Yeah, they have had a lot of removal this game. I guess they've only had 2 pieces. The Take Heart, like, basically functioned as removal in this draw of theirs, though. Alright. Please have nothing more. I would like to block your Amara. Like to not lose the game. Cool. Can minus on a Skyline Scout, and then I die. Which does not seem ideal. Alright, GG. That deck. That egg was nasty that game. Jeez. We are dead. Yeah, Amara did some good work there. We don't have the -1 sweeper, sadly. Don't think we really have much for this matchup. Like, do you honestly see the 2/5 not being terrible, or Child of Night like just also does some early blocking? We have the late game against them, right? We solidly have the late game. I feel like we have enough early blockers. We have a lot of early stuff to do. I think we're gonna be fine. I could see turning the Sabotage into like a crab. Just to block early. Alright, I need this 3/2 in my life. Need this 3/2 in my life. I guess I'm keeping this hand. We have to hope to draw something to do in like a couple turns, but the Nightveil Predator is pretty good against them. Pretty good blocker against them. Yeah, Nightveil Predator is awesome. I love this card. Perhaps predictably, I love the Dimir Gold card. Who would have guessed? Who would have thought such a thing could be possible? This was a very good draw. It's a graveyard. Do I want the Devious cover-up? I'm kind of looking to like tap out for things the next few turns. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. We can loop this back into our deck later. I'm just looking to tap out for the next few turns. Yeah, loop it with the other, exactly. The Vraska art is so pretty. Completely agree. They have the +2/+2. That's just rude. I'm gonna block. I need the 3/3 to be safe to block in the future. So I need to force them to use the +2/+2 now. Clears the way for our 3/3 to be really obnoxious. Yeah, Magali is amazing. Agree. Complete agree. Nice 3/3. Jeez, that's absurd. We just cast a 3/3 and the game's over. Cool. Glad we're on the same page here. Glad we are on the same page here. I could minus, but I think I just want to plus. Make sure she can't die. Start digging towards more cards to cast. She's going to be on 6 loyalty, so like basically unkillable. Alright, sack this island. Hey, a spell. Turned a land into a spell. How great is that? Cool. Still get to block their 2/1. And they only deal 3 to Vraska. Nice. So I can sack a swamp here. Crucible with Vraska, that is the dream, jeez. That is something else. Oh my gosh, we can cast 2 free drops this turn. Just have a million blockers here. So much for getting our Gateway Plaza down. Planeswalkers are pretty good in limited. Got that message somewhere along the line. 3-2. Only needed a Vraska to get there. Only needed a Vraska. That deck was pretty great. Alright, we're gonna play some more in a sec. I'm gonna go get some water first though. Gonna go get some more water. And then